Next on Stampede.
A recap of Wonderful Wednesday, info about the upcoming art shows, and plenty of world news to keep you up to date.
These stories and more are coming up next. Stampede TV begins now.
Welcome to Stampede TV. I'm Macy Kennedy.
And I'm Sarah Owens. After weeks of anticipation, disappointment, and camping on party lawn, the email finally came announcing Wonderful Wednesday. Here's William Wagner with the recap of the 52nd annual Wonderful Wednesday.
The day had finally arrived. Students woke up early on Wonderful Wednesday to a text message from Jason Ox announcing the Around the World in 80 Days themed Wonderful Wednesday. The 52nd annual Wonderful Wednesday included a dodgeball tournament, a grit and wit obstacle course, which pitted teams in physical and mental challenges. And it can't be Wonderful Wednesday without a water slide. Later in the evening, everyone would gather behind Hart for a volleyball tournament. 32 teams competed in a elimination-style bracket. The day concluded with a fireworks show behind Lacey Fieldhouse. This has been William Wagner with Stampede TV.
Thank you, William.
Milligan has multiple art displays coming to campus soon. Senior fine arts majors are currently displaying their work in Derthick Hall. Jordan Clark's exhibit ends Friday, and Sam Musgrave's show is on display in the art gallery next week, April 19th through 23rd. Due to COVID precautions, only 5 people or fewer are allowed in the gallery at a time. The Senior Graphic Design Show will be available for viewing on April 16th. Seth Heiss, Logan Mink, and Sydney Roten all have projects on display. The show is available in Milligan's virtual art gallery. The 2021 Juried Art Show will be available in the virtual gallery on April 23rd. The virtual gallery can be accessed by visiting milligan.edu/arts.
In world news, Lil Nas X recently released his new song, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and the correlating music video on March 26th. He also announced a collaboration with Mischief, a self-proclaimed conceptual art collective, to create Satan shoes. Many conservatives and Christians are upset by the sexual nature, references to homosexuality, and use of religious imagery within the video, as well as a shoe dedicated to Satan. The conflict seems to be exactly what Lil Nas X intended. The song and video are supposed to be about the repression he and other LGBTQ+ youth experienced, specifically in Christian spaces. As for the shoes, Nike sued Mischief, claiming that the unauthorized Satan shoes would likely cause confusion and dilution and falsely imply an association between Mischief and Nike. Mischief and Nike came to the agreement that any Satan shoes would be bought back at full retail price so as to remove them from circulation.
The trial of Derek Chauvin, former member of the Minnesota Police Force, began March 29 in Minneapolis. The trial comes nearly a year after the death of George Floyd, which inspired a global response to the state of police brutality and racial justice. The jury must consider whether Chauvin's use of force was exceeded what was necessary to make the arrest, constituting a charge of murder or manslaughter. Throughout the week, the prosecution argued that Chauvin betrayed his badge when using excessive and unreasonable force on the body of Floyd. The most serious charge, second-degree murder, requires the prosecution to prove that Chauvin's choice to kneel on Floyd's neck was felony assault that led to Floyd's death. The defense asked questions suggesting that, since Floyd initially resisted arrest and was adequately subdued, it was completely reasonable for an officer to continue the force to ensure the suspect could not suddenly rise up again, posing a real danger. They also intend to convince the jury that the effect of the drugs in Floyd's body at the time of his arrest caused asphyxiation, not related to Chauvin's kneeling on his neck. Both the defense and the prosecution will continue their arguments for the next week of the trial.
The global pandemic is still affecting highly anticipated events. Here's William Wagner with the story.
COVID-19 has messed many things up in everyday lives. One of these things include the release of movies. Recently, Disney announced brand new release dates for big summer blockbusters from their own brand, the Pixar brand, the Marvel brand, and the Fox branch. These movies include Cruella, which now has a release date of May 28th. Pixar's Luca, which releases June 18th. Marvel's Black Widow now has a July 9th release date. Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy comes out August 13th. The Kingsman comes out August 20th. And Marvel Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings comes out September 3rd.
Thanks, William.
In sports this week, head coach of the men's soccer team, David Lilly, won Coach of the Year for his team's performance after winning the Appalachian Athletic Conference regular season. 8 players were awarded all-conference honors as well. Cross country competed at the rescheduled 2020 National Championships on April 9th. The men finishing in 3rd and the women finishing 7th. Freshman Aaron Jones finished 8th, earning All-American honors. He led the men's team to a 3rd-place finish. Also earning All-American honors, junior Avery DeWolf finished 6th and led the women's team to a 7th-place team finish. Together, the Milligan cross-country team won 3rd place for the Combined Team Score Award. The flag football team posted their first win in program history against the University of St. Mary in Leavenworth, Kansas. The baseball team went on the road this week and completed the week with a series victory over Columbia International University. The softball team wins its 6th straight game at home, playing against St. Andrews College. Junior Aaron Forgety struck out 9 of the St. Andrews players. The wins moved Milligan to 17-3 for the Appalachian Athletic Conference, even with number 15 Truett McConnell. I'm Macy Kennedy for StampedeTV.
And I'm Sarah Owens for StampedeTV. For the latest news information, visit us online at milliganstampede.com. Tune into the Roundup, our weekly podcast, or check us out on social media. We'll be back with more Stampede TV next semester. Be sure to check out our print edition on campus in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching.